Aries zodiac sign, characteristics and personality traits. The first sign of the zodiac, Aries, are the pioneers. Passionate and independent, Aries will never do something just because everyone else is doing it. Aries must be 100% committed to the task at hand. Competitive to the max, the best way to motivate an Aries is to turn something into a competition. The Aries will put their all, and more, into winning. Loyal, intelligent, and impulsive, they always have several plans in mind and will not be satisfied until their work, social life, and personal life are exactly in line with the dream life they have imagined. Those attracted to the magnetic Aries may find it difficult to keep up, but if they can, they will have a friend for life. Those born under the zodiac sign of Aries tend to have a high energy and thirst for life, which leads them to seek stimulating experiences that push them to new limits. The typical Aries is highly motivated and curious and has a strong sense of justice. They tend to be very ambitious and thrive in a competitive environment, both intellectual and physical in nature. They are generally quite optimistic people and are comfortable in leadership roles. Aries signs often have a very positive attitude and are less inclined to feel sorry for themselves than other signs. They can be hot-headed at times and, given their propensity to seek justice, can often find themselves in very heated arguments. Having an unambiguous mindset, they are also very unlikely to back down from these arguments. They love to be right and have the last word, regardless of whether they are actually right or not. If harnessed properly, the fire burning within them fuels their actions and drives them to become advocates for themselves and others. Element, mode and season of Aries. Spring. In the Western tropical zodiac, the Aries season begins at the spring equinox, which represents the annual rebirth of the sun in the northern hemisphere and the renewal of growth at the beginning of spring. It begins on March 21st and ends on April 19th. The Aries archetype is full of youthful enthusiasm, related to the life force of life awakening after the long winter. Cardinal mode. Aries is the first of the 4 cardinal signs of the zodiac, all of which contain an elemental, initiatory energy that marks the beginning of the 4 seasons. Aries initiates spring, hence Aries' affinity for being a fiery initiator, leader and forerunner, fire element. The element of Aries is fire, the lightest and brightest element, believed by ancient astrologers to be akin to the divine light of the stars and the vital rays of the sun. Aries' affinity for inspiration, impulsiveness and assertiveness are kindled in the fire element. Positives of the zodiac sign of Aries. Strong leadership. You are a born leader and know how to take charge of others. You possess strong leadership skills that help you be successful in all your endeavors. You are comfortable in the position of power. Aries do not sit around all day waiting for an opportunity to knock on their door. You go out and create your own luck and destiny. Incredible self-confidence. Your self-confidence always inspires the people around you. This confidence persists even in difficult situations. Aries are extremely independent creatures with strong opinions. You stick to your own ideas and opinions and rarely accept the suggestions of others. You prefer to be pioneers and do things your own way rather than follow others. Positive energy. As Aries is a first zodiac sign, you have a lot of positive energy. You are energetic and dynamic because you belong to a fire sign ruled by Mars. You are enthusiastic and optimistic in a difficult situation. You do not sit back and waste time complaining about the situation. On the contrary, work out an alternative plan to put into practice. You have no time to brood over losses and mistakes made in undesirable situations. Aries knows that sometimes bad things happen and people have to face unwanted and unstoppable situations. You are firmly convinced that sitting and worrying will not change the situation. Instead, you focus on your goals and aspirations and try to overcome obstacles that arise on the road to success. Courage. Aries are incredibly strong, ultra-strong and one of the bravest signs of the zodiac. You rise to challenges and face things head-on. You are not afraid to take risks in life to get to the top of the pack. You remain courageous in the difficult situations and downfalls of life. Creativity. Aries is always exploring ways to do something different. Aries creativity means that natives can have difficulty tackling monotonous and repetitive tasks. You cannot stand doing the same thing every single day. You prefer artistic activities. Weaknesses of the zodiac sign of Aries. Some sources of weakness or potential weaknesses of the Aries archetype are the flip side of all its great strengths. The outspokenness of Aries can be blunt, harsh and even cruel if stress levels are not well managed. Because this sign values quick decisions and acting on impulse, it can have difficulty being a patient and receptive team player. Communication is potentially the biggest challenge for Aries, who may already be out the door when the conversation begins. Although they may benefit from listening to others, they may dislike recommendations or advice, preferring to learn from direct experience. This too could be a strength in the right circumstances, but their hasty decisions could be self-destructive and affect others as well. Love and relationships for the zodiac sign of Aries. Aries is a fire sign that needs to take the initiative when it comes to romance. When they fall in love, they express their feelings to the person they are in love with, without even thinking too much about it. Aries' compatibility with other zodiac signs is very complex. Aries lovers can shower their loved one with an abundance of affection, sometimes even excessive, forgetting to control the information they receive in return. They are very passionate, energetic and love adventures. Aries is a passionate lover, sometimes even addicted to the pleasures of the flesh and sexual encounters. The opposite sign to Libra, the sign of relationships, tact and diplomacy, is the furthest point from their natural personality. This can be a problem in their romantic experiences, because they do not seem to have enough patience and attention for their partner as much as for the passionate approach they always cultivate. They need to embrace all matters of Venus, with all her love, tenderness, joy, peaceful satisfaction, and foreplay. However, their partner must keep in mind that they need adrenaline and excitement every day, and their relationship can only be strong and lasting if their basic needs are met. Friends and family for the zodiac sign of Aries. Friends, the social life of an Aries representative is always on the move, warm and full of new encounters. They are tolerant of the people they come into contact with, respectful of different personalities and the openness they can arouse with their simple presence. Their circle of friends needs a wide range of strange individuals, especially so that they feel they have enough different points of view on personal matters they do not know how to solve. Because those born in the sign of Aries come into communication easily, direct and honest in their approach, they will make an incredible number of connections and acquaintances throughout their lives. However, they often cut many of them off through dishonesty and unclear intentions. The long-term friendships in their lives will be those who are equally energetic and courageous in sharing their inner selves at all times. Family, independent and ambitious, Aries often know where they want to go at a young age, separating from their family somewhat early. Even as children they can be difficult to control, and if they do not receive enough love and patience from their parents, all their intimate ties later in life may suffer. The sign of Aries gets very angry if they are faced with too many restrictions, and only when they come from liberal families can they nurture their bonds with ease. Even when this is not the case, they take on family obligations when it is necessary to take care of them, never turning down more work as if their energy reserve is infinite. Aries at work. This is one area of life where Aries shines the brightest. The work environment is the perfect place to bring out their ambition and creativity, and they struggle to be as good as they can be. A born leader, Aries prefer to give orders rather than receive them. Their mental speed and high energy of movement helps them stay one step ahead of everyone else. To succeed, they just have to follow the path they have chosen and not give up on emotionally driven professional plans. When faced with a challenge, Aries quickly assess the situation and find a solution. Competition does not bother them and in fact encourages them to shine even brighter. They can have great careers in sports and challenging environments, and enjoy their chosen path as managers, policemen, soldiers, etc. Although Aries representatives may be wise and save some money for a rainy day, this does not happen often because the joy of spending it and taking risks is even greater. They live in the present and are not very focused on the future, which can make them irrational and hasty when it comes to financial decisions. However, they always seem to find a way to earn and make up for what they have spent, in a natural flow of energy that must return if invested wisely.